Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from tarotfreehealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is your monthly astrological reading for the month of August. This is for Scorpio. Now, before I get into your reading, I am offering a discounted 5 card reading offer on my website, so do go and check that out. It's a good opportunity for you if you haven't had a reading done by me, or if you have and you just wanted to save some money on one, then do go and check it out. That offer should be up for a week. It's to celebrate my 4,000 reaching 4,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. If you've been subscribed to my channel for quite some time, you know every time I reach a milestone I always do something, so this is what I decided to do this time around. Now, I am still using the playing cards because quite a few of you guys seem to like them, so I decided to keep them in. How long, I don't know. But I'm also using the Victorian Steampunk Tarot to get into the more specific areas of your life. So let's begin. The first playing card for you is the 8 of Clubs, with the Jack of Clubs, with the 10 of Diamonds, and the 5 of Diamonds. So what I can see for you in terms of your playing cards is that there could be some good news that's coming to you. It could be something that you've been trying, something that's been in the works that you finally hear back from, or is finally coming into fruition, or you just finally get the positive answer or response that you've been waiting for. So I think that this is going to give you an opportunity to start on something new, but then at the same time it has a positive, fast moving kind of energy about it. So it could be something that comes in very early in August, some kind of news that you receive, and it's going to be really well received by you because it opens up some kind of new avenue to you. And it's almost like with this new avenue, it might be helpful for you to create future plans for yourself and your family, if you have a family, and so forth. The reason why I mentioned family is because to me the following card can represent your family. So it could be saying that maybe there's going to be more financial stability this month for you to help your family, or you discover something that in the long run has some kind of financial benefit. So it could be that this whatever news you receive could be actual money that comes to you, or it could be an avenue that opens up just financially. I don't know if you've been trying to apply for a loan, grant, something like that. It could be something like that that comes through that you hear back from. But it also could be saying, but whatever it is going to contribute to your finances, even if it's not a physical gesture of money per se. It could even be just something that either you don't even have to pay anymore, or something that you don't um or that you've been able to save money because of not having like a responsibility of something, maybe even if it's a debt that you get to clear or something. And so it just makes it better in terms of your finances because you don't have that hanging over you, um sort of draining your finances that way. And then the following card again, it shows that there has been financial struggles that maybe a lot of you have been experiencing. And so in those financial struggles, it's sort of said that you've tried to make the best out of that situation, but it's almost like August is going to be the time where you might be able to stabilize things a bit better than what you have in the past. For some of you guys, I would also say with whatever does come in, you may already have plans for whatever you're about to receive. So for some of you guys, it could mean that that money goes directly into something else. So it might not be necessarily money that you might be able to store away completely. It might be something like the money comes in and then you're like, okay, yeah, I can cover this and this with that money. And so then it might go straight on those things. So it's not sort of saying that you're going to be like financially free, like, or anything like that. It's saying that still money matters might still be a bit not the greatest, but the good thing is that it's showing that there is definitely something coming through that is going to be a big help to you. So it's still a really positive message in that respect. So when it comes to those of you those of you that I'm already thinking about like the relationship sector of this reading. We're not there yet, but this is for your finances and your money. And you have the Knight of Bees. The Knight of Bees does speak of when you have been through like the challenges, when you have been through some difficulties regarding money, even if you've maybe lost money or money has just been feeling like really drained from you. But then at the same time, it shows that you still stayed the course. It's like you haven't let any financial burdens like get to you to the point where you're just like, you know, I'm not even gonna try anymore. I'm not even gonna push anymore to like try for other avenues or other things to come through. I feel like this card is speaking of those of you that have definitely have tried to sort of improve finances. You have tried to maybe take on more hours, or I don't know, like you've been making an effort, I see. And with those efforts, I do feel again something is going to be coming through, especially when looking at your playing cards. And so it's sort of like saying you've been the one to really sort of stay that course, and that's sort of where this support is kind of coming in for you. Also, what I'm seeing with this night is it's almost like I feel like it's saying that you're on the road to something. Like, I'm kind of sort of seeing almost in my mind like a knight on a horse that just keeps on going and going and going. So this might again be you going and going and just being determined when it comes to your work and what you're doing. This card can also represent sort of communications as well. Um, it can definitely represent active steps that you're making, being very decisive when it comes to what you're trying to do. But then it also can be saying that you might be. Also, it's about your communication. That's kind of what I'm seeing coming through, because those can represent communications as well, and your own intellect, your own smarts. So it's almost like I know for sure, like I don't know, every single Scorpio I've ever met, like they're always really smart. Like they always just know stuff as well. Like, so to me, it's like it's about you've definitely been using your smarts. When it comes to your work and your finances. So maybe in terms of using your smarts, it could be saying that maybe you guys have even been looking into investments. It could be saying that maybe you just decided to just make some more like wise decisions when it comes to finances. Maybe you haven't been as frivolous with money, and stuff like that, maybe as like you may have been in the past, and that kind of thing. But I feel like you're it's almost like you have a better hold on your money, which is good. um for those of you that are in relationships, you have the King of Beetles. The King of Beetles would be the King of Pentacles in the traditional tarot, and it can represent your relationships, like you really being in a serious relationship or taking your relationship really seriously, and really thinking about stabilizing things, about a future with somebody else, about building even like a legacy with this person. And um and it also could be saying that maybe your finances might be tied with a relationship as well, like maybe because finances are able to sort of be a bit better managed, there might be an opportunity for you and maybe your partner to do something together, where you maybe are spending a bit of money on wherever it is you're doing. Maybe it gives you a bit more freedom to do that. But then I'm also seeing here that you are I see a person that is really playing their role in a relationship, like they are really wanting to either start a family, or they're really wanting to just move things more to a serious stage, um confirming like your love for one another, your commitment to one another. This card really to me speaks of somebody that may have been in a relationship with somebody for quite some time, so maybe they just feel like that's just a natural process of things at this point for that the relationship to move into that kind of phase. But then it could be saying that if you are in a relationship that is maybe a bit still in the earlier stages of things, and you're getting to know each other better and stuff like that, it could be saying that maybe in the month of August it just feels more that way. like you just feel more comfortable around that person, and the two of you just feel almost like you've been together a long time. Maybe you just feel more in tune with each other. So yeah, I feel like it's almost like a really comfy kind of relationship, which is nice. Whereas for those of you that are single, you have the Knight of Dragonflies. To be honest, I don't know, maybe it's got to do with the whole Venus energy, because Venus is going to be in retrograde, and I'm sure that's through August as well. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Um, but a lot of people are having love, like actually quite positive love stuff, because sometimes retrogrades can be a bit like, but then and especially Venus does sort of rule over love and money and stuff like that. So, but a lot of people have been getting really good like love things showing up, and for you, it's like it's been really good as well. So it shows that love is definitely at hand for you. Those of you that are not in relationships, it could be delving deep into emotions, or your emotions really pushing you or guiding you towards somebody. So you might feel like just being more open with that person. I think a lot of people, and that's another thing I've been seeing in the film, I think a lot of people with this Venus retrograde energy is going to be telling people how they feel, and like really just coming from the heart and just saying stuff. Like I don't feel like there's going to be this kind of holding back. And so I think that that's how it's going to be for you guys if you are single. You probably going to be thinking about love more, and maybe just more optimistic about moving forward when it comes to love. The only thing is that they do say with retrograde energy, it can also be about redoing things as well. So sometimes it can be questionable how long sometimes these kind of love happenings or flings or anything last for. um uh but then I guess sometimes you just have to explore it and just see where it goes, and just kind of go from there. But it's kind of saying that that's kind of going to be the vibe of like August time for you, that you're going to just be feeling even more vocal with your emotions, or it could, or acting on your emotions more. So yeah, you know just don't do anything you regret later on. That's what I say. Do what you can live with at the end of the day. So you have the Hangman, which is the flying machine in this deck. Not the Hangman. Why I say Hangman? That's interesting. That was weird. That's not the Hangman. This is the Chariot. Something about it just brought up Hangman for me. Maybe that's something about you. Maybe because Hangman is more about changing perspectives, looking at things from a different point of view. And it showed up, and I said that in your as your spirit card showed up. So maybe they're kind of connected in some kind of way in their message. But what this card, the flying machine, can represent is that uh again, feeling very driven by emotions, very driven by emotions. And it's almost like saying that that drive can lead you to some real accomplishment. But then as as it's showing up in your spiritual cards, it's like that might just be how you're feeling within yourself. It's like you're a driving force this month, and you're really and whatever you feel guided to do, I think just like that racehorse, you're gonna be just out there. Like as soon as the race starts, you're just sort of gone. And it's so I think this is a good energy for moving things forward. So maybe that's why I was thinking Hangman, because Hangman can actually represent delays when things are in standstill or in limbo and you're not really sure about things. But then this card is more about not hanging around, but actually like moving things forward. And so if you've been kind of feeling like things have been kind of up in the air and stuff, it's sort of saying that August is going to be the time where you're really going to see things moving. The other thing with this card as well is sometimes you can feel a bit it is about maintaining your composure. So even if things may be happening around you that may even present challenges, or things may be happening that even make you feel a bit divided in maybe what you want to do or what direction you want to head in, it's kind of saying that you're going to have a certainty within yourself, within your heart, that is going to move you into the right direction. And I believe it will put you in the right circumstances for any progress that you want to see. So you can be making some real headway in the month of August as well, Scorpio. So yeah, I see you flying this month, and I guess that could be physical flying, but it could just be just within yourself, just moving forward, progressing. So yeah, peace and many blessings to you. Do check out the offer on my website, and I'll see you. Bye.